Alright, what is up, guys? It is Coaster Watch here, and I thought this would be a really important video to put out. This is my top 10 roller coasters. So I am going to include the Dollywood coasters for this list. If you haven't seen my most recent upload, please go check it out. It is awesome. It's my top 10 new credits for this upcoming year. But anyways, this is my current top 10 roller coasters, guys. So let's get straight into it. So coming in at the number 10 spot, we have the Tennessee Tornado. This ride is located at Dollywood. I call it the Great Coaster Area. I don't know, because all of their awesome coasters, except for one, they're all located in this about 1/3 of the park. And you have Lightning Rod way off to the side, but this ride is awesome. It is very intense. You pull some great G's on it. The one complaint I would have for it is that it's a bit uncomfortable. It's the traditional aerodynamics, over-the-shoulder restraints, and the seats feel a bit weird because I have longer legs and my knees are really high up. But other than that, it was a freaking awesome ride. At the number 9 spot, we have Cheetah Hunt. Now, Cheetah Hunt is a very intense coaster, if you ask me, or I guess if you ask my brother. Cheetah Hunt's a nice ride. The launches are really fun. This ride is just fun. It's actually not that intense. I really take that back. This ride is just pure fun, and you experience some pretty good airtime too, as long as you're not stapled. Coming at the number 8 spot, we have Lmao I, by far my favorite B&M inverted coaster. And this ride is amazing. I love Lmao I. The reason why I ranked it so low is because recently it's been running more on the weaker side. Hasn't been running as fast-paced. And the trims are kind of slowing it down even more than it's already going. But I don't know, the last time I came to Busch Gardens, I just had an awful trip. Usually, Lmao I, Kumba, and most of the time for SheiKra, you can expect a walk-on. But this particular time, we had to park in the water park. And we had to walk across the highway because there were no trams. It was just an awful day. We were there for about 4 hours. And we only rode 2 coasters, and then we couldn't take the crowds anymore, so we had to go. But just that one experience kind of ruined this coaster for me. And I did sit in the magic seat, and it still was not very intense, in my opinion. Coming at the number 7 spot, we have Thunderhead, one of my favorite GCI coasters at the moment. So Thunderhead is an awesome wooden coaster. You experience some nice airtime moments. This ride is just fun. This is the one ride that my whole family agreed to doing. Because for Tennessee Tornado and Lightning Rod, they weren't into that. But this ride, everyone in my family loved this ride. They said it was bumpy, but all wooden coasters are going to be a little bit bumpy. This ride is just pure fun. Not too intense, not too little intense. This ride is the perfect mix between them both. Coming to the number 6 spot, we have the Incredible Hulk coaster at Universal Orlando's Islands of Adventure. This coaster is great. The first half is amazing. If you're sitting in the back, you're going to pull some awesome G's. But if you're sitting in the front, you're going to experience that 0G roll. It's almost going to be as good as Kumba's Hell Roll, guys. This thing is a beast. That launch is really good. This is just overall a fun ride. I haven't even ridden it since the retracking, and I remember being pretty smooth until about the mid-course. That's where it got a little bit rough. Well, right around the first corkscrew, it started to get a little rattly, but it's whatever. Coming at the number 5 spot, we have the legendary Gwazi, guys. This coaster just has a special place in my heart. I'm pretty sure this is my first wooden roller coaster. It was rough. I only got to ride this twice. Once in the front and once in the middle. The one time I rode it in the front row, this thing was just pure fun. There was some airtime moments, believe it or not. This ride was just a gem that they shouldn't have removed. Coming to number 4 spot is also another coaster from Busch Gardens. This is Kumba. Kumba is probably the most intense roller coaster, probably a top 10 most intense roller coaster. If not that, then it's probably top 3 for B&M. This thing is a monster. The amount of times you feel forces and the amount of times you gray out is unreal, guys. Bottom of the first drop, going into the loop, you'll gray out. The dive loop, probably not going to gray out. The hell roll, that is the best inversion that I've ever experienced so far, guys. That thing is amazing. Cobra roll, you're going to feel the force. You're probably going to gray out. During the corkscrew section, it's a lot of fun. Then that helix at the end, you're going to feel the laterals, guys, and you're probably going to gray out. But I've kind of came to the conclusion that I gray out more than other people do. But you're still most likely going to gray out on this ride. Alright, guys, so this top 3 is insane. I'm pretty sure, no. 2 of these are from Florida. 1 of these is out of state. There's just one coaster out of state that just really, really gets me. And let's get straight into it. So coming to the number 3 spot. This technically isn't even a roller coaster. It's so good. This is the Amazing Spider-Man at Universal Orlando. Guys, this thing is insane. This is probably a top 3 dark ride. This has to be a top 3 dark ride. Especially, let's say the East Coast. This is a top 3 dark ride on the East Coast, guys. This thing is crazy fun. You get a little bit wet, just like a dash of wetness. There's fire, there's smoke. This ride is just the best. I have to ride this every single time I come to Universal. It is that fun. This thing is very rideable. Even if you know the full storyline, you're still going to find some parts in the queue or on the ride itself that you haven't noticed before. It is great. At the number 2 spot, we have the Great Nor'easter at Morris Piers in Wildwood, New Jersey, guys. This coaster is so freaking intense, man. I'm pretty sure, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure this is an Ace Coaster landmark. Not gonna lie, that color scheme is beautiful, especially out on the beach. Both of their all-white coasters out on the beach just look gorgeous. If you're taking some pictures, very picturesque coaster. But let's talk about the coaster itself. It has the new restraints which prevent headbanging. And that rattle, man. That rattle is so... That's the worst rattle I've ever experienced. But that coaster's rattle is just so much fun. That's what makes the coaster fun, guys. It feels like a wooden coaster that's suspended. And it loops. And it's a coaster. But anyways, guys, this does not compare at all to my number 1. This is the Wacky Worm at Adventure Landing in Jacksonville, New Jersey. Now, this coaster actually has a funny backstory. So, we were just chilling. We were in, I think we were in, St. Augustine. We were, doing some stuff. And my brother was bored. He was crying. So we were like, is there anything in the area we can do? We were like, oh, let's go to Adventure Landing. So I was like, alright, chill. So they have an arcade there. They have a mini golf course. They have batting cages. Fun little place. Then this coaster, man. This coaster is so freaking beautiful. You just walk up to it and you're like, wow, I'm about to freaking ride this. And it only costs you $7. That's a freaking deal, guys. And they let you ride it 3 times in a row. You get to experience that airtime. I think that's the only triple down in Florida. And then, of course, there's that main drop, which is excellent. And then all those laterals. This ride is the perfect coaster for enthusiasts, families, anyone. You have to check this coaster out. I tried really, really hard not to laugh during that video. Happy April Fool's Day, guys. This is really just a mix between my brother's coaster count and just some BS stuff that I made up last minute. Like, for example, Tennessee Tornado really is his number 10. Cheetah Hunt really is his number 9. Thunderhead really is his number 7. I think Kumba is my number 4, but then, like, Montu is way higher on my list. The Hulk coaster is way lower. Gwazi is in, like, the 30s. Kumba is right around 4. Amazing Spider-Man, that's not even a coaster. The Great Nor'easter, no, just no. And then the Wacky Worm, that's literally my worst coaster that I've ridden. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys like this video. At the end of this season, after I hit up all those parks that I talked about in my previous video, please go check it out. I will be doing my legitimate top 20, guys, so please stay tuned for that. It'll be coming around probably September time, guys. But as always, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.